Hey, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to Sunday. Welcome to Random Pick Day. Now, I am going to be doing a new series episode. I don't know if I quite enjoyed the last episode where I stuck a load of players into the squad as much as I do like the normal style where we either go on the market and buy players or we go through my club and use the special stuff that I've already got. And that's what I'm going to do today, is one of those series-based episodes. So I'm looking forward to it. If you guys would do me a favor, hit me with that thumbs up button on this vid if you do enjoy. And of course, most importantly, don't forget to have a lovely Sunday. So let's just get into it, shall we? I'm going to be using, should we see? I've got loads of special items. It doesn't change a huge amount, but a few get added here and there as you know, as the game goes on. I will use those loans if I have to. I'll also use any of these guys as well, and I think we'll go up to page 10 seems like a good place to finish because we get down to like 88 specials. I want to use some pretty mad players, so let's see what we get, shall we? Hey Siri, please give me a random number between 1 and 10.
Random number between 1 and 10 is 1.
Literally number 1 straight away. It's going to be a loan, so hopefully, I'm not 100% sure if I've got loans that are super long. I think I discarded the other one, so 27, so... yeah, I've got enough games on all of them, even Mateus, like that. Whatever I get here will work. Hey Siri, please give me a random number between 1 and 10. Hey Siri, please give me a random number between 1 and 10.
Random number between 1 and 10 is 3.
Is 3. We are going to be using Maldini. 94 rated Prime Maldini. I got the loan, but I never ended up getting the real thing, and I never ended up using the loan. So that's good. I'm going to use 94 rated Maldini. I think a lot of the pros still use him and consider him as the best centre-back on the game. Not a bad start. Hey Siri, please give me a random number between 1 and 10.
Random number between 1 and 10 is 8.
8. Okay, what are we going to get on page number 8? Hopefully it's not some of them really bad. No, that was not some of the really bad stuff. It's 92 to 93 rated players. We've lost the dynamic image on 9Golan. Yeah, should we see what we get here then? Hey Siri, please give me a random number between 1 and 10.
Random number between 1 and 10 is 7.
7. Who are we going to get 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, we've got our 2 centre-back options then. Azpilicueta team of the season and Paolo Maldini. I am hoping and praying that we get someone slightly more attacking for our third and final option. Because that's what we want, right? Yeah, I want to use an attacker in this video. Hey Siri, please give me a random number between 1 and 10.
Random number between 1 and 10 is 8.
We literally get 8 again, okay, but can we have someone slightly more attacking? Hey Siri, please give me a random number between 1 and 10.
Random number between 1 and 10 is 3.
3. Yeah, we can get someone slightly more attacking. We get 93 rated Sergio Aguero. Yeah, that's not too bad at all. I can work with that. Now, we have got a centre-back in the Prem and also a striker in the Prem. So I'm guessing one half of my team is going to be Premier League. I'll try and hybrid it up a little bit as well and try and get a fair few special items into the team and too. But we have to use Prime Maldini, 92 Azpilicueta and 93 Sergio Aguero. Let's do this. Okay, so we've got the players. Just time to go in and build the squad now and then show you all of the team and the goals and all of that stuff as we do every single week. So today I'm going to rock with one of my more favourite formations on this game, 4-3-2-1. It just sort of works with what I want to do with this team. Left centre back goes to Maldini Prime, right centre back goes to Azpilicueta, and then lone striker goes to 93 Sergio Aguero. And this is the nice colourful squad that I was able to put together for this team. So we actually start out with, I believe, the highest rated goalie in the game, 98 rated Gianluigi Buffon. We've then got Inform Bellerin. You could have any Prem right back, literally. I just wanted to use someone different than Kyle Walker. And I've actually got Alex Telles at left back because I have an icon and a Brazilian that I can link to. So I can just use a Brazilian left back. So that was cool because he's one of the best left backs in this entire game. First random pick player then is Azpilicueta, 92 rated. This is someone that I got untradeable in one of those guaranteed TOTS packs during the Prem week. And I was really happy with it. And he's been really good since. So looking forward to testing him out alongside Paolo Maldini today. 6'1", 94 rated with 86 pace, 96 defending. pretty good stats. Medium high work rates. I mean, just off of that, there's no wonder why a lot of people consider him probably one of the best centre-backs on this game. Icons are always really good, aren't they? I love them. They're my favourite part about the game every single year. So now we move on to the midfield. I've actually got Fekir in a centre mid role. It's not the greatest for him. Normally a cam or further up would be better. But he's got two more defensive players around him in the pink, Bakayoko, Futty's winner, and also that Fabinho. And then two really, really solid TOTS players to accompany Sergio Aguero up front. We have 93 rated TOTS, Memphis Depay, and then also Raheem Sterling, the same rating. So then we have this guy, Sergio Aguero, 91 pace, 93 dribbling, 94 shooting. Yeah, not too bad for just like an inform, right? And this is like third inform or something like that. So all three of my attackers are 93 rated, which is deadly. That's some nice high rating with some really good stats across the board for those guys. And the whole team, I can't really figure out where the weak link was. Probably Bellerin, maybe. Tots Kyle Walker, yeah, would have been a great addition, or that one of them special Valencia cards would be great as well at right back. And then, as Fekir doesn't sort of really work in the centre of midfield, I don't know who you could replace him with. I'm not too sure. Is that... What about that our team of the season, our? I don't know how you pronounce his name. The guy with loads of vowels in his name. Does he play for Lyon? If so, he would get the link to Depay and have enough to move forward and have enough chem. So that could be an option, but then again, he's pretty small. And having Fekir there, he's got good physical and stuff, so it kind of works. It was really just the right back that sort of let me down somewhat in this team. I was playing some people that knew what they would do on an ultimate team. That's just the way it goes at this stage of the game. The only people left are people like me, and then the super hardcore, really good FIFA players. So it was a struggle sometimes, but they were some nice competitive games, and to be fair, I had quite a lot of fun playing them. The team itself was enjoyable. It was something that I wanted to use, Some weeks I build a squad and I just don't feel it. And that only happens every now and again. But typically I try to use players that I would like to use in game. And it worked out again for me today. Having the midfield of having Fabinho and Bakayoko doing their job, they've both been like really OP all year. So that, I could have got the TOTS Fabinho. I think he's only like 45k nowadays. So I could have added him into the squad. I just didn't think about it. And I know that I've got my Futmas version. He'll do just fine. But that Futty's Bakayoko, he's everywhere. He really is. Him partner up with like Team of the Year Kante and get that perfect link. Oh my days, it's about the most perfect a midfield could be. Add Ruud Gullit in there and you're laughing. So that would be a good idea for a squad going forwards. Maybe I'll try and do that. I'm sure in my best team, those sorts of players would feature. And then going to the front three, actually, no, we'll get to them in a moment. We need to talk about these defenders. Considering there's no real clips of them, they didn't score for me. I didn't really get that many corners or anything. However, it was rock solid at the back. If I conceded a goal, it was pretty much down to just me being a average FIFA player and making a bad call or dragging someone out where they shouldn't be and leaving a massive gap. But genuinely, like the AI positioning of people like Maldini and also Azpilicueta, damn, really, really good duo there. And Maldini this is the first time I've had the chance to use him, and my God, is he ridiculously good. I love him, and I'm almost thinking now with there's some TOTS players that are super cheap. I wonder if it's made the Icon SBCs cheap. I might be able to swing it so I can pick up that Maldini in an SBC. However, I saw that on the market he was like 1.1 million. So I don't know if his SBC is cheap or not. I'll have to have a little look, see what sort of the market prices are at right now to see whether it's worthwhile. However, saying that, there's so many good TOTS centre backs that even having someone like Benatia in my team here and there, that could just work for me as well. Maybe I don't need to be putting money into an Icon SBC at this stage of the game. So moving back into the squad, we can give everyone a little bit of a rating, and I'll talk about those attackers as we get there. Buffon in goal, let me down again. He doesn't really make that many clutch saves, but he does let goals in, and you think, damn, you should have saved that, bro. Right back and left back couldn't have been, they were like polar opposites. Bellerin sort of all over the place, whereas Tellez is all over the place in a great way. He does everything. Maldini, value for money wise, based on the fact that I saw him at about 1.1 million earlier, 4-star value for money, 9.5 out of 10. I think this might be one of the most perfect centre-backs on the game. However, that value for money comes down just because he's so expensive. You could get a TOTS player, you could probably get TOTS Ramos for a lot cheaper than that. And the stats would arguably be the same, if not better. And then Azpilicueta gets a slightly higher value for money, but a slightly lower, player rating, just because he's not as good as Maldini. He's very, very good. He's up there, probably my favourite Premier League centre-back. And then that value for money creeps up a little bit further because, he's a lot cheaper than someone like Maldini. Moving on into the midfield then. Bakayoko, like I said, friggin' everywhere. Fekir is a great player as well, as you can imagine, from a 95 rated player. And then Fabinho, just as solid as he has been all year long. Team of the season is great if you can afford an extra 45k, which you can if you can afford a squad like this, right? Raheem Sterling, always a great player. Enjoyed him thoroughly this year, especially this TOTS version. It just took it to another level. Same with Memphis Depay. Like, the guy's a god. He really is. He got a couple of informs, but when they boost it to a TOTS level and they've got the stats everywhere, they just become these super players. And they partnered up really well with Sergio Aguero, who was able to get 7 goals in the 4 games that we played. So pretty prolific. I'm going to give him a 4-star value for money. I think he's around 250k. Just think of some of the TOTS you could get for that as well. And a 9 out of 10. He is up there in terms of like Prem strikers, Argentine strikers, some of the best strikers on the game, like he's up there, but he's not necessarily super meta. There are a lot of players that fit the meta better than him just because of the height and all of this sort of stuff and the strength and whatnot. But he is a great option. He's super clinical in front of goal. I've shown that by how many goals I was able to score with him. That's the random pick for today, guys. If you have enjoyed, do me a favour. Hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Have a lovely day and I will catch you next time. Peace.